काउंट किती असणार आहे आपला अपियर करणार आहे. दुसरी गोष्ट म्हणजे मला सांगण्याचं तात्पर्य ह्यातलं काय आहे, का उद्याचं डेमो लेक्चर तर सगळ्यांनी अटेंड करा. जे इलिजिबल आहेत, नॉन इलिजिबल आहेत, सगळ्यांनी अटेंड करायला सांगा. जेवढे काय मित्र असतील तुमचे, ठीक आहे, सगळ्यांना अटेंड करायला सांगा. तुमचे जेवढे काय क्वेश्चन असतील, जेवढे काय प्रॉब्लेम असतील, ते तिथं मांडणं गरजेचं आहे आणि तिथल्या तिथं सॉल्व्ह होणं गरजेचं आहे. तुमचा प्रॉब्लेम म्हणजे तुमच्या एकट्याचा प्रॉब्लेम नसतो, येते लक्षात. तुमच्याबरोबर 10 विद्यार्थ्यांचा प्रॉब्लेम असू शकतो किंवा सगळे जेवढे काय अपियर होणार तेवढ्या सगळ्यांचा तो क्वेश्चन असू शकतो. तर जे काय क्वेश्चन असतील ते तिथं मांडणं गरजेचं आहे आणि ते क्लिअर करून व्यवस्थित फॉर्म भरणं गरजेचं आहे. कारण की एक जरी चूक झाली तरी हॉल तिकीट येत नाही. ओके, हॉल तिकीट कधी येतं? 2 दिवस आधी येतं. उद्या जर तुमची एक्झाम आहे तर 2 दिवस नाही, परवा जर समजा एक्झाम आहे तर आज रात्री 12 वाजता हॉल तिकीट टाकतात. म्हणजे किती दिवस राहतो? 2 रात्री आणि मधला 1 दिवस एवढाच राहतो बघा. ओके, आणि ह्यात क्वेरीज आन्सर करत नाहीत. TCS पोर्टल अजिबात ऐकून घेत नाही. का तुम्ही ब्लेम करसाल की कॉलेजचा काय तर हात ब्लेम करण्याचा, कॉलेजने काय चुकीचं आहे. ओके, तर तुम्ही ब्लेम करताल की सर फॉर्म चुकला आणि मला अपियर होतं. आणि चांगल्या चांगल्या विद्यार्थ्याचं होतंय बरं का, जे टॉपचे विद्यार्थी आहेत किंवा जे खरंच इंटरेस्टेड आहेत TCS मध्ये, अशा विद्यार्थ्यांचा असे प्रॉब्लेम मागच्या 2-4 वर्षात आम्ही बघितलेले आहेत. सो एक पण चूक नाही झाली पाहिजे, एक पण चूक नाही झाली पाहिजे. ओके, एक काहीच वाव नाही, कशालाच वाव नाही तिथं, चुकीला अजिबात वाव नाही. तर सगळ्यांनी व्यवस्थित फॉर्म भरणं गरजेचं आहे. म्हणून आम्ही हे डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन पण करणार. ओके, so if you have any question you can ask related to TPO, related to other things also. सो प्लॅन समजलाय पुढचा कसा एक्झिक्यूट करणार आहे. आणि मे बी आम्ही पूर्ण अकॅडमी बंद करू शकतो. ओके, सो पूर्ण तुमचे लेक्चर सगळे बंद करून तुम्हाला फक्त ट्रेनिंग सेशन फक्त अरेंज करणार आहे. असं काय तर प्लॅन चाललेला आहे आमचा. बघू सगळं एक्झिक्युशन कसं होतंय. जोपर्यंत पेपरवर प्लॅन येत नाही तोपर्यंत बघूया काय होतं. 1-2 दिवसात सगळे क्लॅरिटी होईल आणि तुम्हाला पण क्लिअरली आम्ही इंटिमेशन देऊ की कसं चालणार आहे पुढचे एक 20-22 दिवस. किती 22 दिवस राहिले समजून जाऊ ना. 23 तारखेला जर TCS समजलं तर 22 दिवस राहिले समजून जायचं. आज 1 तारीख आहे. तर 22 दिवसाचा प्लॅन तुमच्याकडनं, तुमचा स्वतःचा एक प्लॅन असला पाहिजे. ओके, फक्त ट्रेनिंगवर डिपेंड न राहून तुम्ही एक्स्ट्रा काहीतरी म्हणजे हा समजा एक पायपन सिस्टमचे प्रॉब्लेम तुम्हाला झाले तर त्या रिलेटेड कशी क्वेश्चन असते, त्याला थोडं इंडिया ब्रिक्स वगैरे वेबसाईट चेक करणं गरजेचं आहे. ओके, अजून काय त्याच्या रिलेटेड थिअरी काय असेल, काय क्वेश्चन काय असतील, बाकीच्या कंपन्यांना कशी विचारलं, तर थोडं जरा तुमच्याकडनं येणं गरजेचं आहे. तुमचं मोटिवेशन गरजेचं आहे. आमचं एक्सपेक्टेशन तर खूप आहे. ओके, आमचे एक्सपेक्टेशन खूप हाय आहेत तुमच्याकडनं. फर्स्ट कंपनी आहे तुमची आणि तरी पण आम्ही एक्सपेक्टेशन खूप हाय ठेवतोय. कारण की आम्ही भरोसा करतो ट्रेनिंगवर. ओके, सो आमच्याकडनं जेवढं काय पाहिजे तेवढं आम्ही द्यायला तयार आहे. ओके, आम्ही ट्रेनिंग लावतोय. 2-2 लाखाच्या ट्रेनिंग आहे त्या. ओके, बिल्स त्यांचे 2-2.5-3 लाखापर्यंत बिल्स असतात एकेका ट्रेनरचे. तेवढा पैसा खर्च करतो कॉलेज, खर्च करतं. तर तुमच्याकडनं आउटपुट एक्सपेक्ट करणं बनत आहे बाय. ओके, अपेक्षा असणं म्हणजे ते लाजमी आहे, काय म्हणू शकतो त्याला. ओके, सो वी हॅव in the last lecture we have conducted uh, the test on production planning and controlling, and we have end up with that particular chapter number 4. Also we have finished the first session. Okay, so which include the 4 chapters, and now we have started we are entering in the second section with the chapter number 5, inventory management. Okay, this is the chapter number 5, inventory management. So please write down the name of the chapter, inventory management, and answer uh, um, related to that. What comes in your mind um, uh, after watching this particular slide, inventory management? What is meant by inventory management? What comes first in your mind? Okay, what is your first thought about the inventory and inventory management? So you can answer this also in the chat box also, and you can unmute and you can answer this question. And what is meant by inventory management? What comes in your mind after watching this particular slide? Inventory management. What is the importance of inventory in the industry? So first of all, answer what is meant by inventory. Am I audible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is so Azam is saying managing materials in industry. Okay. Vaibhav, you can answer also. What is meant by inventory? And what is meant by inventory management? Stock of a material. Okay. Pranil is saying stock of material. Okay. Which kinds of a material? Stock of which kinds of a material? Raw material. Okay. Only raw material? Inventory word is only applicable for the raw material? Reserved source of anything required for the production. Okay, that is nothing but raw material. A reserved source of anything required for the production. Okay, so yes, Yogesh, yes, a reserved material, that is also called as. Okay, Vaibhav is saying raw material components and finished products as well as warehouse and processing. Right, Vaibhav. Okay, you are right. Actually, this inventory word is we can say that uh, the words raw material, finished goods, okay, stocked material. So all these words, we can say that the subset of this particular inventory. Okay, inventory word. Okay, so it will cover up all the types of material available in the industry, in warehouses, um, in processings. Okay, so uh, we can say that work in process inventory, so unfinished products, then whatever the resources available. Okay, so resources means what? On raw material means what? The material on which we have not yet started any process, so that such a material will be considered as a raw material. Then some of the finished products also we need to procure from the other industries. Okay, some of the nuts, bolts, okay, which are required for the assembly purpose. Okay, so which are not manufactured in one of the industries, but it is required for the product. Okay, such all the finished product procured from other industries, that also comes under the inventory. Then one can say that the finished products, whatever the products we are producing or the company producing, the stock of such a products also considered as the inventory. Okay, so all these particular materials, okay, will come under the inventory. Okay, will come under the inventory. Okay, so what is a requirement to manage this particular inventory? Because right, so what is the requirement to manage this inventory? Okay, so there are some important things that uh, about the inventory, that to to produce finished goods, we need to invest something. Okay, we required manpower, we required machine, electricity, and most important, all these things required money. Okay, money. So money is invested, or the investment has been done by the industry. So the management required to manage all these things. Okay, the problems, like one can say that uh, the production. Okay, so one can say that the market is always fluctuating, and we have to cope up the situations, or we have to manage the targets, we have to manage the customer, and we have to fulfill the requirements of customer and demand of the customer. Okay, So in that sense, this inventory plays very important role. Okay, higher inventory also does not fit for the industries, and low amount of inventory also does not fit for the industries. Okay, optimum amount of inventory uh, should be there so that the customers can be satisfied, or we can achieve the demand of the customers, and there will not be the storage of that particular finished goods for a long time period. Okay, so that investment will be a dead investment. So for that reason, this inventory management is most important in the industries. Okay, inventory management is most important in the industry. Getting everyone what is meant by inventory and inventory management? So this particular inventory generally refers to the materials in stock. Okay, materials in a stock, that is nothing but what? The inventory. Okay, so we will go for the next slide. Write down the syllabus. The Solapur University has given this syllabus under this particular inventory chapter. Inventory concepts, objectives, types of inventory, different cost of inventory, EOQ model, economic batch quantity, EBQ model, inventory control techniques, ABC analysis, MRP, fixed the period and fixed the quantity system. Okay, so here you are going to understand different kinds of models, ABC analysis, different kinds of analysis types, then MRP system. Okay, and fixed the period and fixed the quantity system. Okay, so the problems and also the numericals on this particular chapter. Okay, so numericals also there on the basis of MRP system, ABC, EBQ, EOQ models. So we'll understand lot many things from this particular chapter. So please note down the syllabus of the chapter: inventory concepts, objectives of inventory, type of inventory, different costs of inventory, EOQ model, economic batch quantity, that is EBQ model, inventory control techniques, ABC analysis and MRP, then fixed the period and fixed the quantity system. Okay, over. Shall we move ahead to the next slide? Okay, so meaning of inventory. Okay, so this particular inventory generally refers to the materials in stock, or it is also called as a idle resources of an enterprises. Idle resources of enterprises. Inventories represent those items which are either stocked for sale, or they are in the process of manufacturing, or they are in the form of material which are yet to be utilized. Okay, तीन टाइप चे इन्व्हेंटरी इथं मेन्शन केलेलं आहे. ओके, पहिल्यांदा जे काही स्टॉक मध्ये आहे त्याला आपण इन्व्हेंटरी म्हणू शकतो. ओके, either it may be a finished good, or it may be a unfinished good, or it may be a semi finished goods. Okay, all these materials comes under the inventory. Okay, so here we can say that these are the idle resources. Idle resources. Okay, So yet we have not received the payment against that particular resources. Okay, raw materials are required to produce the goods. Okay, so raw material is the basic requirement of any industry, and by doing the processes on the raw materials, we are producing something. Okay, so it will be one kind of a resource. Okay, so idle resources, one can say that we are not getting some amount of money. Till now we are not getting some amount of money from that particular resources. Once that particular product will be dispatched to the customer, then the earning from that particular product will start. Okay, so still one can say that whatever the material available, or whatever the material uh, present in the industry, in the form of a finished good, in the form of a semi-finished good, or in the form of a unfinished good. Okay, that is nothing but a raw material. So unfinished goods, that is nothing but raw material, and semi-finished, one can say that work in progress material, and finished good is nothing but the final product. Okay, so all such a material which is stocked in the industry will be considered as a inventory, will be considered as a inventory. Okay, so inventories represent those items which are either stocked for sale, or they are in the process of a manufacturing, that is nothing but work in progress inventory, or they are in the form of a material which are yet to be utilized, that is nothing but raw materials, that is nothing but raw material. Getting everyone what is meant by inventory? So please note down the point. Introduction, meaning of inventory. Introduction, meaning of inventory. Inventory generally refers to the material in stock, also called as an idle resource of an enterprise. Idle resource of an enterprise. Inventories represent those items which are either stocked for sale, or they are in the process of a manufacturing, or they are in the form of a material which are yet to be utilized. Which are yet to be utilized. Shall we move ahead? Okay. So, what is inventory? A physical resources that a firm hold in a stock with the intent of selling it or transforming it into a more valuable state. Okay, a physical resource that a firm hold in a stock with the intent of selling it or transforming it into a more valuable state. Okay, so that is nothing but the sentence saying that the material which is stocked for the intent of selling, that is nothing but finished product. We want to sell that particular finished product. So such all the products or the material is stock, or the material which yet not to be in a process of manufacturing. So all such materials will be considered as a inventory. So what is the purpose of inventory management? So the first thing is nothing but how many units to be ordered. Okay, means what? if you say that if you want to produce the 1,000 components in the next month, okay, then for that, for the production of that particular 100 product, how many resources required to produce that thing? So if you say that if you are having the foundry, then the raw material required to produce or to achieve the target, okay, that is nothing but if you have aluminum foundry, it will require the raw material as aluminum. So how much ingots, okay, or the aluminum raw material is called as ingots, okay. So how many ingots required to produce that particular uh, uh, to achieve that particular target? Or if you have any assembly line, okay, uh, your company, if you say that you have one company and your company want to assemble some products, okay. So in that case you require some finished goods, or we can say that some amount of products, some products we need to procure from other industries, okay. So what will be the quantity of that particular uh, products need to store to fulfill that requirement of assembly line, or to fulfill the requirement of production line, or to fulfill the requirement of a manufacturing line? So how many units to be ordered, okay. So that quantity need to be fixed out by, or need to be fixed by the management. Or then when to order, okay. कधी ऑर्डर करायचं, आज ऑर्डर करायचा, महिन्याने ऑर्डर करायचा, एक वर्षाने ऑर्डर करायचा. So one should have the command on this particular procurement, okay. Some means procurement of raw material, procurement of finished goods. So one should have a command on that particular product. Then sometimes what will happen means these prices of raw materials always fluctuating, okay. So consider the price of aluminum, consider the price of stainless steel, consider the price of uh, uh, the wrought iron. So this the prices of materials are always fluctuating, okay. And sometimes what will happen, the prices will come below the desired price, okay, or the prices will go up as miss whatever we have decided that this price will be there after 1 month, but it will go up, okay. So in that case some miss what we can, some soft corner will be with the company if uh, the large amount of material, or we can say that the sufficient amount of material, if that company purchase uh, um, well in advance, okay, well in advance. So the discounting, in that case the company can provide the discount to the customer than the market price. Whatever the, if the prices of raw material will go up, in that case the finished good product price will also goes in upward direction, or it will also goes on increasing, okay. So but it's a one kind of advantage to one of the company which bought or buys this particular raw material well in advance with a lower price. So in that case that company can give the discount to the customer. In that case the company can give the discount to the customer, okay. So these are the main purposes of inventory, okay. So to fix out the quantity of products need to procure to start the production or to start the assembly line. Then need to understand or need to understand the replenishment, okay. पुनर्भरण म्हणतो, ओके. सो मटेरियल पूर्ण स्टॉक आउट होऊ नये त्यासाठी रिप्लेनिशमेंट करणं गरजेचं आहे, ओके. सो दॅट आवर प्रोडक्शन लाईन कॅन रन विदाउट इंटरप्शन, ओके. प्रोडक्शन किंवा कस्टमर डिमांड कॅन बी फुलफिल्ड ॲट ॲक्युरेट टाइम, ओके. सो म्हणजे प्रोडक्शन टाइमली रन करण्यासाठी तुम्हाला काय लागणार आहे, रॉ मटेरियल संपायला नाही पाहिजे, ओके. आणि कस्टमरची डिमांड सॅटिस्फाय करण्यासाठी तुम्हाला काय पाहिजे, तर जे स्टॉक्ड मटेरियल आहे, फिनिश्ड गुड्स जे स्टॉक केलेलं मटेरियल आहे ते, किंवा जे स्टॉक केलेले प्रोडक्ट्स आहेत फिनिश्ड गुड जे आपण समजू शकतो, तर ते प्रोडक्ट संपायला नाही पाहिजे, तो स्टॉक संपायला नाही पाहिजे, तर तुमचं डिमांड तुम्ही कस्टमरचं सॅटिस्फाय करू शकाल किंवा ते डिमांड तुम्ही अचीव्ह करू शकाल, ओके. सो how many units to be ordered, when to order, and when to give a discount, to the customer, so that customer will attract towards you and they will purchase more number of component from your side. Okay, if you provide the discount, then obviously the more number of customer will buy your product, and uh, your sale will go higher and higher in the future. Okay, so that will be the purpose of a inventory management. That will be the purpose of a inventory management. Getting everyone what is meant by inventory and what is the purpose of inventory management? Please comment in the chat box. So just now I come to know that in OR also you are learning inventory. Just now Bosle sir told me that I'm also teaching inventory in OR. Right now? Okay. Okay. Then it will be easy to understand you what is meant by inventory management. Okay. Then what are the different types of inventory? Which type of inventory one company carry to run the production properly and to satisfy the demand of the customers? Okay. So first thing is nothing but raw materials. So raw material, one can say that the materials which have not undergone any operation since they are received from the supplier. Okay, so in our workshop also for your job, okay, तुम्ही एक जॉब बनवणार असता तर त्याचं रॉ मटेरियल काय असतं? ओके, समजा लेथ मशीन वरती एक जॉब बनवणार आहे तुम्ही, तर त्या जॉबचं रॉ मटेरियल समजू शकतो आपण की बार असेल. ओके, जो काय बार तिथं ठेवलेला असतो तो कट करून आपण त्याच्यावरती प्रोसेस चालू करतो. सो सो दॅट बार विल बी युअर रॉ मटेरियल. ओके, अँगल्स असतील, चॅनल्स असतील, पाईप्स असतील, ओके, इनगोट्स असतील, ओके, स्टेनलेस स्टील शीट्स असतील. ओके, तर हे सगळं तुमचं काय झालं तर रॉ मटेरियल झालं. ओके, सो रॉ मटेरियल्स मीन्स इट विल बी एनी फॉर्म. ओके, सो काय काय केसमध्ये भंगारातलं लोखंड असेल तर रॉट आयर्न म्हणतो आपण. ओके, फाउंड्रीमध्ये रॉट आयर्न वापरते. ओके, म्हणजे कास्ट आयर फाउंड्रीमध्ये ते रॉट आयर्न म्हणून वापरते. जे भंगारात आलेलं लोखंड आहे त्याचं व्यवस्थित मेटलर्जी करून ते रॉ मटेरियल म्हणून वापरते. सो the inventory of a raw material. Okay, so this is the one type of inventory, raw material inventory. Then the next one is a bought out parts. Okay, so these are the finished products. Okay, they have already produced in another company, and but as per the requirement of a product we need to buy this particular product from another supplier. Okay, such components are nothing but bought out components. Okay, so already I have stated that if you require some nuts, bolts, okay, and uh, uh, and our company is not manufacturing this particular component, so we need to buy these components from another suppliers. Okay, then work in progress inventory. Okay, so work in progress means what? Semi finished products. This refers to the items or materials in partially completed conditions of a manufacturing. Okay, so it will be called as a semi-finished products, or we can say that all the processes are not done on that particular component, and some of the processes are remaining. Okay, so such an inventory will be considered as a work in progress inventory. Then finished goods inventory. Okay, so then afterward finished goods inventory means what? Finished good will be considered as all the processes has been performed on that particular component, and such components are stocked in the industries or in the warehouse for the dispatching purpose or to sell that component to the customer when the order will placed by the customer. Okay, when the order will placed by the customer at that time. So ready to supply, the products will be considered as ready to supply products. Okay, so that will be considered as a finished good inventories. Then maintenance, repair, and operation stores, operating stores. Now, actually, this maintenance or repair or operating stores will not be considered as a part of a actual product. Okay, हे प्रोडक्टचे ऍक्च्युअल पार्ट असू शकत नाहीत. ओके, तर हे ह्यात आपण काय कन्सिडर करू शकू, जे काय सीएनसी बीएमसी मशीन साठी ऑइलिंग लागतं ते आपण कन्सिडर करू शकतो. ओके, समजा गिअर्स असतील, ओके, गिअर्स खराब होत असतील, ओके, गिअर ड्राईव्ह असेल, बेल्ट ड्राईव्ह असेल, बेल्ट असतील तुमचे, जर बेल्ट ड्राईव्ह असेल तर बेल्ट असतील, चेन ड्राईव्ह असेल तर चेन असेल. ओके, सो गिअर्स वगैरे सीएनसी बीएमसी मध्ये जे गिअर्स असतील ते वर्म आउट होते. ओके, बट they are required to produce that particular component or that particular product. So the maintenance will required in that case when they will be worm out. Okay, so in that case we can say that all such a components which are worm out in the future, the stock of such a components will be considered as a maintenance, repairs, and operating stores. Then tool inventories. So the standards tools are there. Okay, so the inventory of such a tools. Then the special purpose tools are there. Jigs and fixtures also will be considered as a tools. Okay, so the inventory of such a tools will be considered as a tool inventory. Then miscellaneous inventory, we can say that the stationery required for the office purpose. Okay, so pen, paper. Okay, then notebooks. Okay, then registers, then Xerox papers. So all this inventory will be considered as a the miscellaneous inventory. Obviously, need to stock this inventory. Now we can say that in our college also the journal and assignment inventory is also present in our stores. Okay, so this inventory will be considered as a miscellaneous inventory. This inventory will be considered as a miscellaneous inventory. So types of inventory: raw material inventory, then bought out parts, then work in progress inventory, then finished goods inventory, maintenance, repair, and operating stores, then tool inventory, and miscellaneous inventory. These are the types of inventory. Raw material means what? Yet we have not done any process on that particular material. Bought out parts means what? The finished parts which are procured from the another company for the or which are not manufacturing in our company. Such a parts we have to procure from another company. So these are the finished goods or finished products which will be required for the assembly purpose, which will be required for the special purpose. Then work in progress inventory. So this will work in progress means what? All the processes are not performed on that particular component. All such component will be considered as a work in progress inventory. Okay, semi-finished products will be considered as a work in progress inventory. Then finished good inventory means what? All the processes has already performed on the stock and they are ready to dispatch that components to the customer once the order will be received from the customer side. Once the order will be received from the customer side. Then maintenance, repair, and operating stores inventory means what? This the parts which are actually not used, or we can say that the components which are not actually a part of a product, but they are used to produce that particular part. Okay, such an inventory will be considered as a maintenance, repair, and operating stores. So in that one can say that machine gears, machine spares, oils. So these are some of the examples. If you have any conveyor system, then belt drive, rope drive system, in that case ropes, belts, and chain drive system, chains. So it will be worm out in a future and we have to repair that particular instantly. So need to maintain the inventory appropriate so that the delay time will not extend or it will not require more time to repair the machines. Okay, then tool inventory means we can say that the standard tools required to for the manufacturing purpose or production purpose, all such tools will be considered as a tool inventory or special purpose tools like jigs and fixtures. So these tools also considered as a special purpose tools. So inventory of all such a tools will be considered as a tool inventory. Then miscellaneous inventory, the inventory which is related to the offices like papers, pens, pencils, rubbers, sharpener. Okay, all these inventory or the Xerox papers. Okay, so all this office inventory will be considered as a miscellaneous inventory. All this office inventory will be considered as a miscellaneous inventory. Please note down the types of inventory, everyone. If you have any question, you can ask. Okay, over. Shall we move ahead to the next point? Another thing that um, uh, also the Shikoya app, uh, Shikuya app. Okay, what is SHIKUYAA, Shikuya. Okay, so this app is also useful for the preparation of thesis. Okay, uh, I will share. Actually, TPO Sweri TPO office already shared one link, one mail with you, and daily 5 to 7 lectures will be on Shikuya app. So that also we are introducing for you people. Okay, over. So okay, so once again, raw materials, purchase part and supplies, finished goods, work in progress, items being transported, tools and equipment. So these are the inventories. Work raw material, basic input that are converted into finished product through the manufacturing process. Okay, basic inputs, basic material will be considered as a raw material. Work in process, semi-manufacturing products needs some more works before they become finished goods for a sale. That will be considered as a work in progress. Then finished goods, completely manufactured products ready for a sale. Supplies, office and plant material not directly enter production but are necessary for the production process and do not involve significant investment. Okay, so that is nothing but supplies. Okay, so the inventories can also be classified as a fluctuation inventory, anticipated inventory, lot size inventory, and transportation inventory. Okay, so there are some more types of inventory. That is, first one is a fluctuation inventory. Okay, so fluctuation inventory means what? We have already discussed that the market never it will never provide a constant demand for the production system. Okay, so it is not feasible to change the rate of production every time according to the demand. So in that case, so some buffer stock is required to accommodate the market fluctuation. So this buffer stock or finished good stock uh, uh, require maintained by the company to accommodate the fluctuation demand of a market. Okay, to accommodate the fluctuation demand of a market, that will be considered as a fluctuation inventories. Okay, that will be considered as a fluctuation inventory. Then anticipation inventories. Okay, anticipation inventories means what? समजा दिवाळी येणार आहे. ओके, ओके, दिवाळी येणार आहे, तर दिवाळीच्या आधी काय करणार, फटाक्याची इन्व्हेंटरी खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणात अशी साठवून ठेवली जाते. ओके, सो दॅट इज नथिंग बट अँटिसिपेट केलंय की पुढे एक सीझन आहे आणि त्यामुळं त्याला एक ही लागणार आहे, रमजान येणार आहे. रमजानसाठी काय खजूरची इन्व्हेंटरी कशी असणार आहे, जास्त प्रमाणात साठवून ठेवणार आहे. म्हणजे एक सीझन येणार आहे पुढं आणि त्याच्यासाठी त्याच्या रिलेटेड इन्व्हेंटरी इन्व्हेंटरीचा स्टॉक करून ठेवणं, दॅट इज नथिंग बट व्हॉट, द अँटिसिपेशन इन्व्हेंटरी. दॅट इज नथिंग बट व्हॉट, द अँटिसिपेशन इन्व्हेंटरी. Sometimes this term can be applicable when the plant will be shut down for some period of time. So in that case, the production of that particular time period is already done by that particular company or that particular firm. That is nothing but the anticipation inventory. So this term is applicable for that also. Then lot size inventories. Okay, so this will be helpful to the company to provide the discounts to the customer. Okay, lot size म्हणजे आपण समजू शकतो की लॉट न प्रोडक्शन झालंय. ओके, एका लॉट मध्ये प्रोडक्शन झालंय, बाईकचं प्रोडक्शन, एक कम्प्लीट लॉट बाहेर पडतोय. ओके, कम्प्लीट लॉट बाहेर पडतोय. सो बाईकचं लॉट, हा, हे लॉट बाहेर पडला, पुढचा लॉट बाहेर पडेल. ओके, सो लॉट मध्ये ते बाहेर पडतं. किंवा मोबाईलच्या बाबतीत लक्षात आलं तर तुमच्या असे अमेझॉन वरती किंवा फ्लिपकार्ट वरती स्टॉक मध्ये प्रोडक्ट असतात, लॉट न प्रोडक्ट येतात. एम आय चे मोबाईल असतील तर थोड्या वेळासाठी तो लॉट ओपन होतो. ओके, सो इट इज नथिंग बट व्हॉट, द लॉट साईज इन्व्हेंटरी. सो तेवढा एक लॉट कंपनीनं बाहेर काढलेला आहे विकण्यासाठी. सो इट विल अट्रॅक्ट द कस्टमर. ऍपलचा लॉट बाहेर पडला. ओके, समजू शकतो आपण की एका पर्टिक्युलर कॉम्पोनंटचं प्रोडक्शन लॉटने होतं आणि ते बाहेर पडतं. बाईकचा एक लॉट बाहेर पडला किंवा फोर व्हीलरचा एक लॉट बाहेर पडला. समजा मारुती सुझुकी 800चा एक लॉट बाहेर पडला, मर्सिडीजचा एक लॉट बाहेर पडला. सो लॉट साईज न प्रोडक्शन केलं जातं. ओके, सो इट विल बी इझी टू दॅट पर्टिक्युलर कंपनी इफ देर इज एनी प्रॉब्लेम इन द मार्केट रिलेटेड टू दॅट पर्टिक्युलर प्रोडक्ट. जर त्या प्रोडक्टला मार्केटमध्ये काही प्रॉब्लेम झाला तर कुठल्या लॉट मधला तो प्रोडक्ट आहे आणि त्याच्यावरनं त्या लॉटचा प्रॉब्लेम आपल्याला समजू शकतो किंवा आपण त्याच्यावरती म्हणजे ऍक्शन घेऊ शकतो. ओके, मध्ये एक प्रॉब्लेम झाला होता, कुठला इनोवा किंवा कुठल्या तरी एका गाडीचा झाला होता. ओके, सो जपानमध्ये कुठेतरी झाला होता. तर ते लॉटने बाहेर व्हेकल्स काढल्या होत्या आणि एका लॉटमध्ये असा प्रॉब्लेम होता, स्टेअरिंगचा काहीतरी प्रॉब्लेम होता आणि त्यामुळं त्या गाड्यांचे भरपूर ऍक्सिडेंट व्हायला लागले. ओके, ऍक्सिडेंट भरपूर झाले आणि सेम गाडीचे ऍक्सिडेंट व्हायला. मग त्यांना तो प्रॉब्लेम सॉर्ट आउट करायचा होता, तर त्यांना तो प्रॉब्लेम एका पर्टिक्युलर लॉट मध्ये सापडला. ओके, आणि त्यांनी परत त्या सगळ्या व्हेकल, त्या लॉट मधल्या सगळ्या व्हेकल परत कंपनीला आणल्या आणि त्याबद्दल त्यांना जुर्माना पण भरावा लागला. म्हणजे त्यांच्यावरती केस झाली आणि हजारो कोटी रुपये त्यांना जुर्माना झाला आणि त्या कंपनी परत ती कंपनी लॉस मध्ये गेली. तर असे प्रॉब्लेम असतात, गाड्यांचे वगैरे असतील, मोबाईलचे वगैरे असतील. तर ह्याचं प्रोडक्शन लॉट मध्ये करते जेणेकरून कंपन्यांना मार्केटमधला प्रॉब्लेम टॅकल करायला सोपं जावं. ओके, तर तो एक फायदा असतो. आणि दुसरी गोष्ट म्हणजे आता मोबाईलच्या एमआयच्या मोबाईलच्या बाबतीत तुम्ही जर कंडिशन बघितली तर ते लॉट मध्ये बाहेर काढल्यामुळे कस्टमर पण अट्रॅक्ट होतोय त्या मोबाईलकडे. ओके, तर हे चांगल्या फीचरचे मोबाईल आहेत आणि लवकर अवेलेबल होत नाहीत मार्केटमध्ये, त्यामुळे कस्टमर पण अट्रॅक्ट होतो. देन ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन इन्व्हेंटरी. समटाइम्स one can say that if you want to transport the material from India to America, okay, India to Japan, India to Australia, then it will require some time to time to transport that particular material from one location to another location. So material in the transportation, okay, जे ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन मध्ये आहे, ओके, समजा शिप ना आपण ते ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन करतोय तर 15 दिवस लागतील, 20 दिवस लागतील ते मटेरियल तिथं पोहोचायला. ओके, सो 15-20 दिवस ते मटेरियल ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन मध्ये असणार आहे. ओके, इट इज नॉट एट डिलिव्हर्ड टू द कस्टमर, इट इज नॉट एट डिलिव्हर्ड टू द कस्टमर. सो सच ए इन्व्हेंटरी इज कॉल्ड एज अ transportation inventory. Such an inventory is called as a transportation inventory. Getting everyone? So these are the special types of inventories: fluctuation inventories, anticipation inventories, lot size inventories, and transportation inventories. Okay, understood everyone? Please mention in the comment box. This particular lot size inventory also, one can say that customer point of view, one can say that if any customer purchase in a lot, okay, okay, म्हणजे एका क्वांटिटी मध्ये परचेस केलं तर त्या केसमध्ये कंपनीज कॅन प्रोव्हाइड द डिस्काउंट ऑन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर लॉट. ओके, सो एक काय काय गोष्टी असतात ना, एक खरेदी केली तर जास्त प्राइस बसते त्याच्यावरती, आणि एक 100 तेच प्रोडक्ट कॉम्पोनंट खरेदी केले तर 100 कॉम्पोनंटच्या प्राइस मध्ये काहीतरी फरक पडतो. ओके, प्रोपोर्शन मध्ये. सो सो दिस विल ऑल्सो हेल्प टू द कस्टमर to reduce the price of the products. Lot size production, lot size inventory. Okay, or so please mention your roll numbers in the chat box. We are going to end up this particular lecture, and just now I'm getting mail from Dean TPI registration on Shikuya app for the TCS preparation. Okay, so I want to read this particular message. O2 Brain Company has arranged TCS and QT specific training from 2nd October onward. This training will be absolutely free for our college students. You are instructed to download the Shikuya app from the Play Store and get the benefit of this. It is compulsory to all the students, and it is compulsory for all to attend this session from tomorrow onwards. Once you register through the app, then you will get all required notification. If you have already registered in TE, then no need to register once again. Just use the same credential. Also, you are instructed to join important Telegram channel of O2 Breathing Brain with the help of a link. Okay, links are provided in the mail. Just follow the links and start the preparation. Okay, so we'll stop here. I hope you have mentioned your roll numbers in the chat box.